Hello, hello. My name is Elsie.
And I'm Jenny.
We are semi-serious, and this is our podcast.
Welcome. I know we took a long break.
Yeah, an unplanned hiatus that lasted like
2 months.
3 months. Oh.
3 months.
A long time, but things happen.
Yeah, like the real world, and it sucks.
Yeah, we should have listened to our last podcast before starting this one, because I don't even know where we left off.
I don't know, but I guess we can recap, because I'm sure people haven't really listened to what we said before. Let's be real.
No one's paying attention. Yeah, quick updates. Jenny, go
okay,
first.
I'll go first.
You have so much more news.
Well, it's not that I have more news, it's just, I guess, I don't know. Anyways, so I got a real person job, real world job.
Yay! Congrats.
Thank you. I started about a little over 2 months ago.
Which is when the podcast stopped.
When the podcast just stopped. So I guess it's kind of my fault. Because working 9 to 5 is just...
Externally, I don't blame you, but internally, yes, it is your fault.
No, yeah, because I'm only free on weekends, and on weekends, it's like, oh, there's so much other noise going on, so then, like, we can't really record.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got a job. I'm a merchandiser assistant, which is really fun, because it's kind of what I want to do. You know, just be one of those hashtag fashion girls. Except not really, because I would, like, shoot myself. But I'm doing that, and so far it's good. It's a contract position, so technically I only have a job until January, the end of January.
Okay.
But I'm just hoping that they extend my contract or either hire me full on. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out sooner or later.
In 2015.
2015, which is like
2015, whatever.
Crazy. It's like only like 4 weeks away. 4.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's like 4 weeks away, which is insane.
Gross.
But yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of news, but it's just like one big news, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal.
Big deal. Sucks to have to pay for everything now. Yeah, my parents are like, you have a job now, so pay for everything. The only thing I don't pay for is like rent, because I live with my parents.
Do you pay for your own gas?
Yeah, I pay for my own gas, which
bummer.
Was really.
But actually, whenever I hear people that are like, my parents still pay for my gas, I'm like, gross.
Yeah, it's like you're 22 years old. You have a
job.
Like, no.
You should pay for your own gas.
Yeah, I tried to like get them to pay for my own gas when I first started working, because what I would do is I would drive one car to work, and then the next day when my car was running on empty, I would take a different car, and so then my mom would drive that car, and she would be like, I have to put gas in it. But that didn't really fly for very long. It lasted like 2 weeks.
That's not that long at all.
No.
They caught on to your little trick.
Yeah, they were like, just only drive one car, and I was like, dang it.
Or like pay for half of the gas.
Yeah. But yeah, what's going up in your life, Elsie, these last 2 months?
What has been going on in my life? I applied for some jobs, interviewed for some jobs, did not get those jobs. So I want to just crawl in a hole and never have to live in a capitalist society ever again. But besides that, applying to grad schools more, if that makes sense, or just like furthering the process along. I finally asked my professors for letters of recommendation, because literally had a draft in my email for like a month trying to like figure out how to word.
That's a really long time.
How to ask for a letter of recommendation. So finally I was just like, I'm going to ask them in person, because to me that's so much easier and just more organic and like natural to me. Also, I hate email. Obviously.
Me too. I hate it, but that's basically all I do at work is I just email people.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to sound really robotic, so now I feel like these people hate me because they think I'm like a bitch or something.
There's no winning when you send someone an email. No. You either sound like way too excited and like naive and just like inexperienced, or you sound like a robot and people hate you. Either way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I started, like, Okay, well, I always think smiley faces are kind of flirty. But I'm starting to accept the fact that, like, that's the only way that I'm not gonna look like a mean person.
As long as you don't send, like, a winky smiley face. That's a flirty smiley face.
Never.
A regular smiley face is, like, normal.
That's
especially
true.
if you add the nose. If you add, like, a little nose, then that is definitely not sexual. Because noses aren't sexy. Maybe. Unless you're into noses.
No. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should start. Well, I like when you do a smiley face, it like automatically turns into like an emoticon.
On what?
On Microsoft Outlook.
Oh. That's a
But
bummer.
maybe if I put a nose, it'll be different.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never used Outlook.
I haven't either until this job, and I think everybody assumed that I did.
Yeah.
So I had to like pretend the first 2 days, but then I was like, nope, I'm not even gonna pretend.
I just have no idea.
Yeah, I would ask my supervisors / the other MA, and like she's been so helpful and so nice. So she's like, you do this, you do that. Like I just learned how to do like an auto reply message, like when you're out of office.
Like I'm on vacation, don't email me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is cool.
Fun stuff. Learning on the job. Cool.
Yeah. Learning skills.
Yeah. Besides not getting a job and applying to grad school, still taking that screenwriting class, which I have turned out to really, really enjoy.
Good.
I am becoming one of those people that I didn't really like in college that were very film centric.
But it's okay because you're going to make an awesome movie and I'm going to be the star.
That's the plan. Low key, that's my New Year's resolution for 2015 is to finish the feature script that we had to start writing in my class. But we only had to write one act. So I need 2 more.
And I want to know what happens. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, my professor actually said it was really good and really funny. Which
Yeah,
I was like,
it was funny.
I was in a group of people in the class and we had to read each other's scripts and no one laughed while I was reading my script.
Like, old or something.
They were actually really
or super
old.
like
unhip.
Suburban.
Suburban. Yeah. But yesterday I was like thinking about it and then I came up with new plot points and stuff. So that's who I am now. Really insufferable.
It's okay.
But that's about it.
But
I went to a yoga class yesterday.
Nice. That's fun.
Oh wait, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I went to a yoga class. I think it was on Wednesday. Yeah, I went on Wednesday.
Nice. How is it? Is it like a basic beginner yoga class?
Okay, well, I took Vinyasa yoga.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what kind of level it was because it was at the gym. I joined a gym membership, which I think is or I bought a gym membership, which I think is the most adult thing I've done so far.
It is.
Yeah, because I'm paying for it. And I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, this is crazy.
And you're taking care of your health.
Yeah.
It's very adult.
So it's very adult. First adult decision I've made.
And, in my entire life.
In my entire life. My 22 years of living. The people who were taking the class seemed to be regulars. And another new girl showed up and she had taken yoga before. So I was the only person who had never done a yoga, like vinyasa yoga or whatever. So it was
interesting.
It was hard and interesting because they were like going through the flow so fast. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But the thing about vinyasa yoga that I realized is that it's more active and more about like strengthening than it is about flexibility.
Okay.
And so it reminded me a lot of dance.
Oh, that's good.
So I was able to like
get into it
and be like, oh my God, I've done this stretch in a class before, or I've done that move in a dance class before. So I really liked it.
Cool. Wait, you've never taken a yoga class before?
I've only done Bikram yoga.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, which is a whole different like
the heat one.
Yeah, it's like the heat one, and it's a different sequence than other heat yogas.
Okay, got it.
And that was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, I would never do that because I would die in the middle of the class.
I did it when I lived in New York, and like it was just, everybody there was really intense about it, and my friend Brooke and I were like, we're gonna go every day, and we only went like once a week because we just like we can't do this.
Well, yeah, you couldn't do it every day. That's like insane, especially for someone that hasn't done yoga before.
Yeah, it was like the first time I ever did yoga, and I decided to do fucking Bikram yoga.
You're crazy.
I am.
Gross. I did a mixed aerial yoga. So that's the one where you have like a big cloth hanging from the ceiling and then you like hang off of it and stuff.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah. My friend Kimmy, she always like wanted us to go and take a class, but we decided to take like a regular yoga class and it like kicked our butts. And so we're like, we're not going to do the aerial. But then our cousin, your and I's cousin, is that how you say that?
Yeah, I think so.
Invited me to a class. She goes every Friday.
Oh my gosh.
So she's like, yeah. So she's like, come with me. So I went last night. And I am not that flexible. So when the instructor first wanted us to like go upside down, I could not do it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing at all. It was sad and pathetic because there was people there a lot older than me doing it flawlessly. So I got up there eventually. And then we did this. Yeah. We did this one pose called like bat pose where you just basically hang upside down. And then you could go even further where you just kind of like invert yourself like totally. So you're like lying parallel to the floor, but you're like hanging off the floor. And I did it, which is crazy.
Yeah, that sounds intense.
It was very scary.
Dude, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. But today I woke up and my entire back is super sore, including my butt. Like my butt's really sore.
How is your butt?
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But it is.
My back was really sore too on Thursday.
Yeah, so I don't want to move today.
That makes sense. What about your hips? My hips were really sore after.
I think
vinyasa.
Just everything from like my entire backside, like from my shoulders to my feet are all sore. So that includes my hips. Because we did, like a forward hinge where we would like hang off the cloth from our hips.
Yeah.
So that was uncomfortable.
This was so much fun.
It was cool. I really liked it.
I should come visit you on a Friday so I can go with you guys.
Yeah, 6 p.m. That's the class time. Yeah.
Never mind.
Oh, well. I'm sure they have aerial yoga somewhere near you.
Probably. It's probably going to be like $30 though.
Yeah.
Down here.
I don't know. It's 15 over here. Now that we are all caught up on our personal lives, which I'm sure like anyone who's listening to this is like super stoked that we started with this.
Totally.
They're like tuned out like 10 minutes ago.
Nah. I mean, everybody goes to yoga. No, maybe not.
No.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
Well, a funny thing happened.
What happened?
Thursday night, too.
What happened?
Peter Pan Live!
Oh! I was like, what are you talking about? I thought like something personally happened to you.
No, I didn't go to the gym.
That is...
I wanted to see Peter Pan Live.
Okay, so I saw Hunger Games that night, and so I told my friends, I was like, I'm gonna miss Peter Pan Live. Like, you guys, we need to get home. Which was stupid because I only saw like 30 minutes of it. And then I tuned out.
Like, okay, I'm a big musical theater fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fanatic. I've always been. And I've never seen Peter Pan the musical. So I was kind of curious to be like, yes, like I get to see the musical for free. And so I like kind of was into it, but then like I wasn't into it. Mm-hmm. And then I also like at 9 o'clock I got kicked out of the TV. So I couldn't watch it anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, it was really long. Like 3 hours?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That was expected though.
I mean, not for someone who doesn't like musicals or actively watch them, which is me. But I had seen, well, I haven't seen the musical, but my friend in high school, he was a dancer, is a dancer. So they did Peter Pan. It was like a mix of dances, but he was Peter. So we went to go see it and support. So I kind of saw it beforehand. But the only reason I really wanted to see it was because of Allison Williams. because I love her.
She's great.
Great in Girls. Great in interviews. I think she's really smart and funny. So I was like, I'll watch it. And then I got bored. So, because I don't like watching people sing. I think it's boring.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of singing.
Well, it's a musical. What do you expect?
I thought there would be like a lot more scenes where people are just talking, like a regular play. But no.
It's a musical.
Yeah, I get it now. This is why I will never watch musicals.
Well, apparently you're the only one of the few people who like watched the Peter Pan though. Like we're one of the few people. Apparently, it was only like I sound like the apparently kid. Apparently. They only got like 9 point something million views. And,
only?
Like, The Sound of Music got like 18.
Oh wow.
So it was like half. And people want to blame it on Allison William.
Why?
Because she's not as big of a star as like Carrie Underwood.
Or Christopher Walken.
But I mean, Christopher Walken doesn't. I don't think he has the star power that Carrie Underwood does.
Christopher Walken is like a way bigger star than Carrie Underwood. I think.
To agree on that, but like, I don't
mainstream
know if
America doesn't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know. I just read something about how like they're trying to like blame her for it, but they can't because of her dad. But honestly,
what do you mean like blame her though?
Like for not getting like for not.
Who's trying to blame her?
I think they thought that she was a bigger star than she is, but like her show's on HBO. That means not that many people watch it.
Yeah. What is her dad like going out there and being like, "Don't make fun of my daughter"?
I don't know. I hope not.
That'd be really funny.
But yeah, have you also like been reading or like hearing about this whole like having Allison William be Peter Pan making people really uncomfortable?
No, but okay, my mom went because I started watching it. My mom was with me, and she was like, "What did you say?" She's like, "That guy's voice is like really high," and I'm like, "It's a girl," and she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's a girl playing Peter Pan." She's like, "Why did they get a girl to play Peter Pan? Why didn't they get a guy to play Peter Pan?" And then I was like, "Mom, you're being so dumb." And that's what it's like to live at home when you're 20.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Peter Pan is always female in the musical. It's always played by a female because the range is really high because they wanted to sound like a little boy.
That makes sense.
So the Peter Pan in the musical is, I think it's only been played like once by a man.
Did he have a really high voice?
Or twice. I think he was a really high tenor.
Okay.
So he was able to do it. But it's usually like a female with like an alto range who does it because they want it to be like, because Peter
sound
Pan's
more genuine.
Yeah, Peter Pan's like
a little kid.
Boy that never grew up.
Yeah. Wait, so why are people mad or freaked out?
They're not mad. They felt uncomfortable because
why?
Apparently, like, Allison William was too attractive to be a boy.
It's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's like I've like been randomly like I pops up randomly like on news feeds or whatever, and then this radio show that I listen to every morning on my commute was talking about it, about how it's just like it sexually confused some people because it was like,
get over it.
She was just like really like too attractive to be playing Peter Pan, and it was also kind of distracting because it's like, hi, boobs, you're supposed to be like like a little boy. Which I blame that on the costumes though. The costume was a little like too sexy for Peter Pan in my opinion.
Are you kidding me? You think that costume's sexy? That costume was ugly.
Well, it was just like, I thought it was a little too sexy to be Peter Pan. I'm just saying.
If you think that's sexy, I don't get it.
For Peter Pan.
It looked like a Peter Pan costume to me.
Except for like the mesh like in her chest
I didn't understand
area.
The mesh. Like in general.
I don't
like they have mesh in Neverland. Are there a lot of raves going on over there? Maybe. You need to wear like mesh. I don't know. I guess it was pretty big on like pirates and stuff, but I still don't get it.
Speaking of pirates, I think the biggest star of Peter Pan live, and I think only musical theater fans will get this, was Christian Broyle's Arms.
I didn't see that.
Well, he's a pirate that had like the sidekick pirate to Captain Hook.
I literally only saw the scene where Peter Pan is talking to Wendy in their room before they even leave to Peter Pan. To Neverland.
Nice.
I literally saw not even a good amount.
You literally just saw like the first like 3 songs.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. But I think Christian Broyle's Arms were the stars of that show.
I'm sure I would agree.
it was just like, whoa, where did that even come from?
Were they his real arms?
Yeah, I couldn't stop staring at them. And like, he was the one that played the gay best friend in Catherine McPhee was in it. Why am I blanking on
a movie?
Smash, the show
TV
Smash.
show.
He played like the other producer who wrote all the music in Smash. And so like in that show, you know, he was kind of like what your stereotypical musical theater man looks like. Mm-hmm. That's gay. But he's one of those actors that's just like, he's so good at acting. He's in real life he's straight, but when you see him perform, you think, oh, I think he might be gay because he plays a lot of gay characters.
Okay.
But in Peter Pan Live, like his arms were huge. I was like, you look so scrawny when you play your gay characters.
Steroids.
Did not realize your arms were that big.
I'm gonna go with steroids.
Great. I mean, it was a nice little surprise.
I have no idea who this person is or what he looks like. I'm just gonna go with your word.
Just go.
I'm sure he looks great.
He's great. I think out of all of the leads, actually I shouldn't be talking, but he's like really big on Broadway and whatnot.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Cool.
But also that night Elsie said that she saw Hunger Games.
Yeah, I did see Hunger Games that same night. So it was a very different switch to go from Hunger Games to a musical about a little kid that never grows up.
But like I said in my text to you, you were just living a teenage dream.
I was living the tween life, and I loved every second of it. I should have asked our cousin yesterday if she saw the musical. She probably didn't. Yisel.
Oh.
She made fun of my Kanye West shirt, though.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask, was it Giselle?
Yeah. I wore my Kanye West shirt to our little cousin's birthday party because I was going to the yoga class right after, so I didn't have time to change. And then Yisel was like, is that a Kanye West shirt? And I was like, yeah. And she scoffed at me, and I was like, okay, bye.
Whoa.
Attitude from a 14-year-old, but whatever. What do you expect?
True.
Anyways, yeah, Hunger Games came out a while ago, but I just saw it.
I saw it opening weekend.
I wanted to, but I didn't. I don't know. Well, I didn't want to go because, like, you know, it was going to be packed.
Oh, yeah. I went, like,
I didn't want to deal with
at,
it.
like, 1 o'clock.
When we went on Thursday, there was literally 2 other couples there. Like, there was probably 4 people in that movie theater.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was nice. But, yeah, I've seen all 3 now in theaters.
I haven't seen the second one.
Wait, so you saw the first one, didn't see the second one, but saw the third one?
Yeah. I read all the books except for half of the third book.
Yeah, I didn't finish the last book either.
And the thing is about Catching Fire is, like, I absolutely loved that book that I was, like, nervous to see it, and I'm still nervous to watch the movie. Like, I don't want it to ruin, like, what I created in my mind.
It was good.
But people keep
liked
saying
all
it's
of them.
really good, so I think I might watch it over, like, when I get Christmas break.
Yeah. I liked all 3 movies so far. Mm-hmm. The reason I think we both stopped reading the last book was because it got boring.
Yeah, the first half of the third book is so
slow. Yeah.
So
and
I
was
ahead. Nervous to go see the third movie because I was like, how are you going to make this, like, exciting?
Yeah. Because I'm usually not a fan of, like, dystopia things. So, and the third book was, like, really about her, like, living in this, like, crappy...
District 13.
Yeah. And I was like, this is boring. So I stopped.
Yeah. So just, like, it's not a spoiler or anything, but District 13...
well, unless you haven't read the books.
But it doesn't ruin
or
the books
seen
either.
the movie.
That's true. I just won't say anything.
Yeah. Or just be like, hey,
or
there's going to be spoilers. Sorry.
If you haven't read the books, just stop listening now.
Yeah.
We'll give you, like, 2 seconds to just...
Or if you don't want the movie to be surprised.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
This is your chance. We're giving you 3 seconds starting now.
To stop listening. Because I don't care. Okay. Also, it's been, like, weeks since the movie came out, so
if you're not a real fan, you haven't even, like,
Team PETA. Poor Vita.
There you go.
Except for what he did in the movie, which I did not know was going to happen.
I didn't get that far in the book.
No, me either. So when it happened, I was like, oh my god.
No, yeah, me too. Except for I was with my friend who, like, both of my friends actually finished the book, and, like, I was sitting next to my friend. I went with Patricia and Marissa.
Uh-huh.
And Patricia, like, right when that was happening, like, she, like, went back, like, her
Leaned
body,
back.
like, language just kind of, like, completely changed. So I was like,
Uh-oh.
oh, my God, like, something's going to happen right now. Like, I can just tell.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of prepared. I was not expecting
that
to happen. But then I kind of had my suspicion when Gail was like, I don't understand. They just let us go. I was
that
like,
makes
shit.
sense.
Yeah, I was like, shit. Like,
I
that
thought
means that something happened. They did something to the victors to just let them go.
I thought that the Capitol was just gonna like bomb them, you know, or something.
Yeah, that's what I
didn't think that like the victors had anything done to them, so I was like expecting a really nice romantic moment, and that's not what you get unless you're into that. Then yes,
I guess.
it is a very romantic moment. But yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I
so
like that
now-
they ended like,
I really
where
like
they
how it
ended.
too.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good ending. And now, like, I'm gonna try to finish the book because I want to know what happens.
Oh, I'm not. Well, also because I kind of know.
I don't know anything.
I think
at
I
all.
read the
I just
Wikipedia
know
page
that, like,
or something.
While we were watching them, like, before we watched the, when I was hanging out with Patricia and Marissa, they kind of, like, ruined who she ends up with. And I was like, no, like, I didn't even know who she ends up with.
Isn't it kind of obvious?
No. Not if you just read the first 2 books.
Oh, that's true. But you read like half the third one.
Not even half. I literally got into, like, 30 minutes of the movie.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I had no idea.
I think I know. I'm not like 100% positive, but I'm like 99% positive.
Yeah, so, like, I was just so mad that they told me who she ends up with. Because I didn't know that, and I was avoiding that at all causes. Like, if I saw on the internet that people were talking about
you're mad that she ends up with Haymitch?
Yeah, I'm so pissed. So pissed.
You guys, she does not end up with him. That was a joke. In case someone, like, comes after me and is like, you ruined the whole thing for me.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know how she ends up with that person, so I kind of want to know. So I think I might read it.
And now you're making me think that I have no idea who she ends up with.
Well, that's good, because you want that.
She end up with Finnick?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not, like, she ends up.
I'll look it up.
She ends up with everyone. She's actually just, like,
polyamorous.
Polygamist. Yeah, polyamorous or whatever.
That's tight. Very progressive.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna fly with the movie, though.
We'll see.
Okay.
But, yeah, I was, like, really impressed, though, that the movie was really exciting compared to the beginning of the book.
Yeah,
The book
I
was
liked
so
it.
boring, and the movie, I was like, oh, this is exciting. At the end of the movie, though, I kind of was like, oh, like, I should, like, take some, like, boxing classes or something so I can be badass like Jennifer Lawrence.
Some archery courses?
Or it's just, I don't know, I just want to be a badass like her in that movie.
Keep going to the gym.
I should. That's a good point. Except for all I do is, like, go on, like, the treadmill and, like, the elliptical.
Typical.
I
Go
don't
lift
know how
some.
to use
Don't
the
become one of
machines.
those girls that like lifts weights though. I mean, actually, do whatever you want. Not
No, I
trying to
agree with you,
diss those
though.
girls that lift. That's really cool, actually. But I am also scared of that. Like, what if you injure yourself?
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think I can
What
do
if you
that.
drop a weight on your foot or something?
no.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a
Who
baby.
knows? I don't know. I'm too intimidated. I just do, like, the little, like, 5-pounders. Do some curls.
I would bump it up to 10 at least.
Oh, no, that's too heavy. That means you're, like, it's 20 pounds if you do it with both hands.
That's true. You could do like one arm, like each, take turns.
Oh, 10 pounds is too heavy for me.
Okay, I do 5 pounds.
I'll do 5 pounds.
I should not become a physical trainer.
No.
Imagine.
That would be crazy.
I'd be like, oh, you're feeling tired? Okay, just go home.
Oh, you don't want to do this?
That's okay. Let's go get some froyo.
Yeah. That would be the best trainer ever.
No, that'd be the worst trainer ever.
I think the best
You wouldn't
trainer
get any money. People would be like, I gained 10 pounds.
That's true.
And not even in muscle.
Worst.
How did we get here?
Get where?
It's physical training.
Oh, well,
Who knows?
who knows?
One thing I want to bring up, because everyone literally in the world is talking about it, and
Go
this
for
is a
it.
podcast, so I feel like it's fitting. Serial,
Oh, yeah.
the other podcast,
Another podcast that's like about to like end. There's only, like, 2
Sweeping the
episodes
nation.
left.
Did you finish this week's?
Yeah, I listened to it and I was at the gym.
Okay, I haven't finished it yet. So,
It's interesting.
literally no spoilers for me. I'm like halfway through it. The thing is,
the beginning's kind of boring, but then it gets really interesting.
no. The
in my
beginning
opinion.
is interesting, but in a larger context of like, were you aware of like people starting to criticize it and like how Sarah Koenig wasn't really looking at it as like a race issue? She was kind of glossing over it and being it's not about race.
Those things.
And then that's why the beginning part of that was all about like race and stuff, kind of.
Yeah,
But people were saying like, critics and stuff that I really like were saying like Linda Holmes was like, I don't think the intention like came out well, because Sarah Koenig literally scoffs at Adnan's mom being like, yeah, this is a race issue, and Sarah Koenig's like, no, it's not. And that was like really not cool to me.
Yeah, like I don't
to
know,
me personally.
Did you read Jay's like opinion piece about it?
What? No.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had
You didn't
one.
know? Oh my god,
No.
yeah. Like he like I tried to find the article and I'll send it to you. I like didn't read the whole thing. I read part of it. But Jay from Serial.
Yeah,
he
VJ.
He wrote a little opinion piece for some sort of like
Publication.
like minorities publication. So like a colored people publication or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like he wrote something saying about how Sarah is exploiting the lives of these minorities. She's a white woman exploiting the lives of these
Black people, Muslim
Muslim people, to use that for her
Asian
success.
people. I wouldn't go that far.
I thought it was really extreme, but I was just kind of like, I can't believe that like he's like speaking out about it.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
like at all.
Yeah, but I think it's not a big deal because the podcast is so much bigger.
Yeah,
than
but
he
like
can be. And like
when you look at the demographic of like the people that listen to this podcast, vastly white, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
But I can understand why he feels that way, because she's literally digging into this.
Him.
Yeah. I don't think I agree with him either, but I see where he's coming from.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. Because you're digging up and digging around these people's lives of something that happened years ago to them that they're probably like really want to let go and like don't want to talk about anymore. And then she's coming over here being like, I'm going to solve this case. Or at least
like
try.
Like the thing is, if you think about it, like I don't know, maybe Jay did it, maybe Adnan
Adnan
did it. Who knows? Like,
I don't think either of them did it. That's my opinion.
we can talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories. It's just like when you think about it, though, people who are, at least in the beginning of the podcast, and when she talks about what the lawyer was trying to do, they're trying to like blame it on Jay. So if you think about it, like there's a ton of people now in the country that think Jay did it.
Yeah.
And that kind of
I used to think he did it.
Me too. I used to think that too. And it's just kind of, and then when I read like part of his piece, I thought like, oh my god, like this poor man has like half of the country thinking that he committed a murder, and like he's not being trialed for it.
Yeah. I did not think about that. That sucks.
Yeah, like, like it's just like all these, I'm just kind of like, whoa, like this like guy is like trying to live his life, like you said, forget about it, but now it's like dug up and like half of the country thinks that he killed Hey.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, which is why like I guess it makes sense why he spoke out.
Yeah,
Sarah,
totally,
against the podcast.
Man, now I don't want to listen to it anymore. It's so sad.
That's why I didn't listen to it when it came out on Thursday. I was like, I'm just gonna wait until because I was like, I became one of those people that was like, I need to listen to it as soon as it comes out. And now I'm like, well, it's really cool, but at the same time, when you think about like the people involved, like it's just kind of shady.
Yeah, it's very how do you say it? It's exploiting people.
Yeah.
Which isn't what journalism is supposed to be. But I don't think it was their intention to exploit.
No, I don't think
I think it just became a lot bigger than anyone expected.
Yeah.
So now it's like a thing. which we are contributing to by talking about it.
I know people are going to go listen to it.
Which is fine, I guess. I think as long as they're aware of what
Yeah.
all this means. But yeah.
But who do you think did it?
There's
only 2 episodes left, by the way, if anybody.
Are they for sure only doing 12? Are they going to extend it?
I think they're only doing 12.
Okay.
At least the latest thing I read, it said only 12.
Yeah, 12. But then I know Sarah Koenig has mentioned that, like, if they need to do more, they might. But I don't think they will. Because they're starting on season 2.
I don't think they will either, just considering, like...
People want to know.
Yeah.
People want an ending, whatever it
There's
is.
no ending because
he's getting a retrial. Did you know that?
Well, no, just wait until you listen to the rest of the podcast.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of misconceptions about that.
Oh, okay.
That she explains.
Okay, never mind. I'm
yeah,
not up to date.
because I kept telling, I was like, oh my god, like he's gonna go to trial again and see what happens. But
didn't you text me saying that? Yes.
I did text you saying that, but apparently
redacted.
That's not true.
Oh man.
What? It's some sort of legal stuff that I can't really explain, so you should just listen to it.
Okay, never mind then. I think it was Hayes' current boyfriend at the time. Why haven't we heard anything about him so far? I don't know. Maybe in this episode we do, but yeah.
You know who I think did it?
Who?
Stephanie.
Whoa, left field.
You want to know why?
Yeah. Also, I get them all confused. So Stephanie is Jay's girlfriend. Okay.
You know why I think it was Stephanie?
Why?
Because she was best friends with Adnan.
Uh-huh. Motive.
He even talks about, like, they even talk about, like, their relationship in the beginning of the podcast.
Uh-huh.
And how they were just, like, best friends and, like, they kind of told each other everything or whatnot.
Yeah.
So what I think happened is I think Stephanie did it because of some sort of, like, weird jealousy thing.
Oh.
And that's why Jay is, like...
trying to blame it on Adnan?
Yeah, and, like, of course he was part of it and he didn't kill her, but because Stephanie was his girlfriend, he has to protect her.
He did mention something about feeling very protective over her.
Yeah, so it was, like, he was kind of, like, he was an accessory. Like, no matter who did it, he was an accessory because he was the one that confessed to all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, whoever did it, he was an accessory, whatnot. So that's why I think it was Stephanie.
Interesting. I never thought about that. I like that theory. Yeah, I mean, as far as you can, like...
though, doesn't it?
It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I haven't really dug into it. So.
When it comes to, like, these weird, like, murder mystery things or, like, shows or whatever, I get really invested. So I, like, really, like...
think about it.
Yeah, I think about it and I really listen to what people are saying.
I just, like, take it in as, like, a story and I'm like, okay.
No, I don't.
And then I let it go.
I try to be an investigator along with
it. Okay. I'm just like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And I, like, take it in.
Yeah. I
should be more critical. But, yeah, that's a possibility. Theory. Stephanie. Did they interview her?
No.
Even more interesting.
Yeah. Because she wasn't at all, like, thought of a suspect.
Well, we'll see what happens in the next 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, we'll see if Sarah comes up with a theory.
Who knows? I feel like it's going to be one of those shows that doesn't have a concrete ending to it.
Well, yeah, I agree. Just because, like...
like, no one's going to be brought to justice.
No, I agree.
Which...
unless there's a whole thing that Adnan is actually a sociopath or a psychopath or whatever.
Yeah. Plot twist. Adnan did do it. What? Anyways. Now that we talked about the podcast that everyone's talking about, when they should be talking about our podcast.
I know, right? Maybe we should become investigators.
Can you, like, Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Yes. We should
do
that one time.
Book series that I read as a child and
that was great.
don't read anymore. Yeah, those were cool books. I think they started off the same every single book, right? They were like, I have a twin and we investigate stuff.
Yeah.
And I got really tedious.
Yeah. I didn't read the books. I just saw the show.
Oh, well. Whatever.
As usual, like, I don't read. I just watch TV and movies.
F reading. Reading's for nerds.
Yeah, I'm too cool.
This was fun.
Yeah.
it's been a long time, as we mentioned at the beginning. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully we figure out a schedule to do this.
Yeah.
If not, we'll probably record something on Christmas.
Do we have to while we're playing traditional VP?
Oh, that would be a good way to have Martin and Jesse on the podcast.
Perfect way.
There we go. But yeah, every Christmas Eve we play beer pong.
Yeah, we do. It's a new tradition we started.
Yeah. So this is going to be our 3rd year.
Yeah.
So watch out for that episode where everyone will be drunk.
Woohoo!
Okay.
All right.
It has been super fun, guys.
Has been awesome. Thank you for listening.
Apologize from the bottom of our hearts for taking so long to come back.
If you want to blame someone, I'll totally take it.
Blame both of us. I should push you more.
Or just like
force you to do it.
Blame
society.
College.
Yeah.
Society. Blame corporate America, capitalist America.
Do you think we're going to end up on like some list from the government because
saying
of this?
That we're communists or something?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And they're going to like delete our SoundCloud account.
Yeah.
I don't think they care about 2 20-year-old girls.
I don't think so either.
But who knows? So yeah, thanks guys. You can listen as always on soundcloud.com/we-are-semi-serious. We have a Twitter, but no one's tweeted anything for like months.
Ever. But still follow us.
Yeah, just in case. That is we are the letter R, semi-serious. And there you can find each of our own Twitter accounts if you want to follow us for funny little updates on our lives.
Yeah. Mine's are really random.
Yeah, they are.
They like can be funny and sometimes they're just like not funny.
Sometimes they're just like normal tweets.
And then like I go on this like tweeting binge for a day and then I don't tweet for like 2 weeks.
I try to tweet like at least once a day.
I should start doing that.
But sometimes I don't have anything to say, so I just don't say anything. Anyways, bye guys.